What were some of the biggest hurdles that you hit in the first 6 months of this journey?
Like the most obvious thing was like, how do we get marketing to work? How do you market to the people?
So it's March of 2020, which everyone knows what happens at that point. You're laid off and you start grinding. When you are learning about real estate, how do you where do you go from here? What are you studying? What are you learning? Is it more like the Burr method that you want to get into, or is it wholesaling, or what?
I think the first thing we looked into was wholesaling because because that's the classic, like, how do I get into real estate with as little money as possible, right?
Gateway.
We had a runway and we had met some guys down in Mississippi that were willing to show us how they operated their business.
Cool.
So like that was, the next catalyst that got us going. So like locally we learned these concepts and then we traveled a distance to like see, okay, how would you do this as a full-fledged business, not just like a hobby or a part-time business. So we learned how to do that as a full-fledged business, and then we were just like, okay, let's just do this. Like, because we had money saved up, we'd made enough money in our W-2 to be able to like give us the runway and said like, let's just bet on ourselves. And I think ultimately that's like, you talked about like working with your wife, but like ultimately, if you really do believe in your spouse, you should prove it. And so that was one of those moments where it was like cathartic for us, and it was like, we're going to do this. Right.
Did she end up leaving her job?
I think it was me that left first, because I got like another job after I got laid off, but it was like not a good culture fit. And like very clearly I was like, no, this isn't going to work out. So I left first, and then I think she left probably within 2 or 3 months after me.
Got it.
Yeah.
And had you already done a deal, like a wholesaling deal, or were you still like getting after it, just learning how to like structure the business and things like that?
I think I left when like we had our second deal under contract. Like it wasn't even, I don't think we'd even closed anything yet, but it was like we were starting to see a pipeline filling up, and like we could imagine the third deal and the fourth deal coming in the next couple weeks. And it was like, we didn't even know that like some deals fall through. Like we didn't know what title was yet. Like, so we didn't know that like there could be liens and judgments. We were like, this is going to be perfect. And like, it's going to be flawless. And so like, I don't think we knew any better.
Right. But how long was your runway? Like how many months do you think?
I'd say probably like 9 to 12. Like was like what we had available. And I think we probably used every bit of 6 of it.
Got it. Yeah. Cause that sounds like a long time, but when you're starting a business, it's not. And there's all these expenses that you don't understand or that you don't know about, and things go wrong, like you said. Yeah. So when did you, I guess at that point, you knew that this was going to be the business that you're going to start, and this is going to get you into real estate, and you were all in. What were some of the biggest hurdles that you hit in the first 6 months of this journey?
I think for me, it was like the biggest, like the most obvious thing was like, how do we get marketing to work? Like, how do you market to the people? And everybody has an opinion about that, right? So I've got friends that are like crushing it with texting and cold calling. We didn't connect with that at all. I knew people that were killing it with mail. And we were like, I don't know, do we want to be mail people? Like, is this oversaturated in our market? Just trying to figure out what made the phone ring. And then just from there, like, how do we have enough appointments that we'll have enough deals that we can just keep this thing going? Because I'd say like the first 6 months, every single deal was mission critical. Like if this deal didn't go through, I'm not 100% sure we'll be doing this in a year. So like it was wild. But like I think it was just survival mode, and then just like we have to outsell our marketing. So like we have to be so good that the marketing's not really working effectively. Our close ratio is so good that we can just we can make it work anyway. We wouldn't be able to pass that off to a team of people. Like Amanda and I could do it.